the unauthorized mental occupants. First point is still the restless mind. So when I say still the restless mind, never start thinking a lot. No thinking. You still the restless mind by two steps. Uh, by being aware of the place, position, and posture, and being comfortable. These are the two steps you can easily do it. So what happens that just be aware of the place, position, and posture of the body. Why? It raises our awareness, and we move into the state of the self awareness. Just pay attention. If I'm saying anything which you don't pick up and understand, so you can ask the question later. So it is we redirect awareness and attention on the body when the mind is filled with unauthorized occupants. Unauthorized. What are those unauthorized occupants? Okay. Any form of anxiety, duality, reaction, fear, they are unauthorized occupants. But why they are unauthorized occupants? Because I experience stress. So that is why they are unauthorized occupants. So, and the second is being comfortable. Again, I am saying you redirect awareness and attention on the body as a whole. Redirecting awareness and attention. So that simple meaning: feel, know, be aware, I can use or experience the skin of the body from the top to the toes. Why I specifically say the top to the skin of the body is because your mind can easily understand, change the direction of the mind. Change the direction of the mind from the world outside to the whole body. So, more and more, say you have tremendous anxiety, so you repeat the moving the mind on the skin of the body and exploring and experiencing sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Now you see that in anxiety, in duality, our mind is gets obsessed with feeling, certain sensations, and the crazy mind labels as anxiety or reaction or so called fear. You don't see the fear, you feel the fear. So now you see that when you move the mind on the skin of the body, you have a sensation. So moving the mind on the skin, having the sensation, and then experiencing sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Take gradually reduces. those ideas and the thoughts and feeling of anxiety and fear. It all depends on your consciously working on your mind. And now, in a silent acronym, the next letter is I. You invite, what you invite the calm within. Now question is how? First, by being carefree. What is being carefree? Your mind is already looking inside. You are watching thoughts, thoughts and feelings in the mind. Pay attention. What I said, you are watching. It means you are attentive of those thoughts and feelings. So now here is a catch. What is the catch? That if you are watching, then you are an observer. You are an observer, and observed observes are the thoughts and feelings. The same eyes can watch simultaneously. At present, the wall in front of me, the monitors and the clock and the time and the lamp. So eyes are one, same way, the observer is only one. Observed are many. We get lost in observed. Why and how? By delusion in the mind. And then we are at the peak of our anxiety. And so here I letter invite the calmness. How? So when I say invite the calmness, how? By separating observer from the observed. They are already separate. You just watch and feel. They are already separate. You simply watch, feel, experience. What you experience, that there is an observer and there are many observed in terms of the thoughts and feelings. What happens? You are separate from that thought and the feeling of anxiety and duality and a conflict. It is like opening a door to a warm and a peaceful home. So once they are already separate, first thing to understand. So when they are already separate, then the third letter is L. So let go of the worldly reliance. The world come to us by thought, feeling, emotion, anger, hesitation, reaction, pleasure, pain. Do you have a feeling, or does your mind say that my emotion, anger, anxiety reaction comes just without anything to do with the world outside? Or it comes because of we relate to the world. So if I don't relate to the world, then let go of the worldly reliance. I let go of the unauthorized occupant. So, because in the previous step we are carefree, and we are carefree, so we keep on watching these thoughts and feelings are coming and going. I have a beautiful metaphor for the letter L. Just imagine shedding of old leaves in the autumn. In the autumn season, what happens? You can see the leaves are falling. Why they are falling? Because you know they are separate. So once the final separation is done from the thought, feeling and emotions, they fall on their own. You need not to do anything. That's a big difference between the modern psychology and Eastern wisdom. They fall on their own, Eastern wisdom says. Modern psychology, oh, manage your anxiety, manage your fear, anger management, anxiety management, fear management, and they are never managed. Because mind continues to hang on to these thoughts. And so that we cannot get rid of unauthorized occupants of the mind. So we have done as stillness, as the still the body. Instead of paying too much attention on the mind, I invite the calmness within. Let go of the worldly reliance. Now your mind lives in a higher awareness. So you see that your mind lives in higher awareness, and it is easy. It is easy to embrace the present moment. Normally we talk about, embrace the present moment, live in the present moment. But my mind is already occupied by unauthorized occupants of anxiety, fear, and then I say embrace the present. So are you going to embrace the fear and anxiety? No. We have to first understand what it is. We have to see the separation. I used to tell people that embrace the present moment. How? By shaking your head. That shaking your head means S letter. We have done S letter, and then I letter. We have done the two steps. Then what happens? Embrace the present moment. Then you are looking at the observer in the state of place, position, and posture, in the state of sensation, comfort, and steadiness, in the state of separation of the observer and observed. So you almost embrace the present moment that you are not doing anything. Embrace means you are doing nothing, but you have an experience. But you experience. So what do you experience? You experience of what is happening. One, and that happening is separate from you. That happening is separate from you. That is the present moment. But if you relate yourself to identify with every happening outside, say for example, someone is blowing the horn, the traffic noise is there, the AC sound is in your ears, and then what happens? You are more disturbed. So one master equates this E letter, embracing the present moment, as a steady flame burning brightly in the dark. The present is your only true moment of life. Peace and joy aren't found in rehashing the past or fearing the future, but in fully inhabiting this very now with a complete awareness. Oh, so then what to do? Move to the letter N. How to move? You already see the space. You already embrace the present moment. You are already separate from the happening, and that separation is nothing but you have an ample space. So the N word, nurture inner peace. How? Just drop Om Shanto Ham or Om Shanti, whatever you feel like. N word. Yes. You have still the restless mind by the place, position, and posture, and being comfortable. I later you invite the calmness by being carefree. L, yeah, you let go of the worldly reliance. E, you embrace the present moment, and now you nurture the inner peace. You already have a space within. Even whether it is a thought of pleasure in the world or it is a pain related to the world, you still have a space. And in that space, you simply drop Om Shanti, Om Shanti, and Om Shanti. You rediscover the Shanti, the peace already within you. Imagine tending a beautiful garden. Your inner peace requires similar daily reflection and care. Daily without fail until we reach to the awakened state. What do you mean by awakened state? Then the peace and happiness cannot be undone. Is it possible? Why it is? Why you need not to ask. It is our essential nature. You know the religion, cult, and dogma. That is why they also say commit to daily prayer, meditation, affirmations. But we are doing it with understanding, with knowledge, with wisdom. And the last letter is T. So this is teach through the presence. Teach your mind. Teach your mind. Do not start managing your stress. Do not start managing your stress or fear. Instead, what I said, instead teach through the presence of Om Shanti that you just nurtured it. Yes, it may happen that the mind may be distracted because of the past impressions or current situation, and in that moment you remember, in that moment you recall. If I say what you recall silent acronym. Huh? You recall the silent acronym means you still the restless mind by S. You invite the divine by, or you invite the calmness by being carefree. That is the letter I, and then L, letter L, let go of the worldly desire. Let go of the worldly desire, emotion, and feeling, and then you embrace the present moment. You have already tasted it, and when you tasted it, then the word you are nurturing with Om Shanti. So now what happens? You teach through the presence. So you teach through the presence. The moment any impulsive desire comes and you are already separate, you recognize you have a space and you drop Om Shanti, finished. It is gone. So you don't manage it. You are not managing, you are dissolving it. Why you are dissolving it? It is not there. It is there because of delusion and ignorance. That is what our masters have been talking in. So yes, there is another doubt also comes into the mind. Should I think and contemplate and reflect in meditation? Answer is yes. Should I contemplate and reflect during meditation? On silent acronym? Answer is yes. Yes, until you take over the mind. Regular practice helps one to do it non-verbally. Non-verbally means your mind simply becomes aware of each letter of silent and move deeper. Discover inner peace and joy. Then you need not to do it. But until then, yes, anytime, anywhere, during the day also. During the day, we are doing the practice at present in a passive state. But you are in a kitchen, you can sing silent. And then you see you can bring that journey of mindfulness at any time, in any situation, in any relation. That is ultimate peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can also sing mentally with me. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. You feel the sensation there. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms, know your experiences. Bring the hands down, know your experiences. How are you feeling now? You know, you have to unmute.
Yeah, I try to be feeling more aware most of the time. And probably I should really also do the practice during the day, not just in the morning or evening.
I love it.
I had a couple of experiences where I should have used much more awareness, and
so you see that
stressed me. There was
you are talking to Philip, and internally you recall silent. You are talking to Philip, and internally you recall and remember the acronym SILENT.
Silent? I'm sorry.
Acronym SILENT, the practice.
Yeah, all right.
You are in the kitchen, you invoke silent. You are walking, you invoke silent. And then see what happens. You rightly said you have to apply this practice during the day.
Yes, right. I had two experiences the last 10 days, which really bothered me. There was one experience after many years I was not in touch with a friend. I met her, and she is in a wheelchair.
Okay.
She had a lady taking care of her, driving her. So she was very happy to see me.
Good.
She calls me, asking me to take her out. Of course, why not? So I have to drive. I drove to Plainsboro, picked her up in a wheelchair, just did a few errands with her. Now, there were a couple of things which I didn't foresee or didn't count on. It's very demanding. It's physically demanding and emotionally. And I was not prepared for that. First of all, physically demanding, you have to hold a wheelchair, put it in the car, then take it out and then put it together, which took me a long time. And I drove her 3 times, and each outing, I have to pick her up, going to the 4th floor, take different elevators, you are with a wheelchair, and when there is a little tiny bump, she falls forward. You know, the wheelchair is a lightweight wheelchair with little wheels, and they stop. So all this, I did it 3 times. The third time, it was even worse. I took her to the museum, and then I decided it's just too much for me. I cannot do it.
You have taken the
So,
right decision.
you think I was right?
Yes.
Not.
No. Because of, because of my age, because of my own limitations, if I do like this, I will take a toll on my physical and mental well-being.
Yeah.
So you rightly said, you just explained to her that I am also of this age.
Yeah, she's younger than me.
Oh, do you look at it?
She is 84. I will be 90 in January. So I really.
No. Once in a month, that too with the help of someone who holds the chair, because at this age, your bones are tender. Your bones and the joints are very tender. Even, it becomes very. When I see that I have to lift a heavy weight, I avoid it completely.
Yeah.
Even at this age. Because you have to be mindful. One is that you have to be mindful, and other is that you are serving and you are helping others. Yes, we can help others in freedom. We cannot help anyone with a limitation, with a bondage. It is going to take
I didn't hear the last phrase. I'm sorry.
I cannot help others with my taking a toll on my physical and mental state.
Yeah, I feel that I felt that's what it is. Yeah, and
so if she calls you, you just explain.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. You have to be we have to be careful in serving others, not inviting the stress on yourself.
Right.
You know what happened when I was only, at present we both are aging, but when I was only 24 and 25, I had a strong urge to serve the younger kids in the slums.
Yeah.
So I did my job from 9 to 5. Then I took a bus. I didn't have the car at that time. Then I took the bus. It used to take me 2 hours to reach to a place. Then teaching the kids for 3 hours. It was 10 p.m. I used to reach at 12 at my home. Your hunger is already gone.
Yeah.
I did it for 3 months, and I developed a problem with my lungs. And it remained for 6 months. So when I went to my master said, "You are crazy."
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is who told you? You are already serving where you are working. This is a negative approach. So anyhow, by 6, you will be surprised. There was some serious problems in the lungs, and I had to send my son to my in-laws so that he should not be infected.
Yeah.
I ruined my that precious period of my life. No, we have not to do that. We have to be very careful. How much you
No.
can do? I can do something financially, I can do to the next door neighbor. Yes, I can do it.
Yeah, that's right. There's certain things for the next door neighbor. I was cooking for her
Yeah,
until
that is
she had to
okay.
go to the hospital. Yeah, that's something I enjoy and which is easy to do at home.
Easy
Yeah,
to do at home. Yes, yes, yes. That is why I discussed about it. Yeah, there's a lot, maybe because of some. So it is evicting these are the unauthorized mental occupants. It may be out of my stress and suffering I want to serve others. No way. Yes, at a certain level of endurance, if any service teaches me and builds the endurance and resilience, yes, I will serve. Because I'm cooking for myself, and if I cook for others, two more people, yes, it's okay. Out of the love and care, I can do that. But if I do it out of compulsion, impulsive nature of my mind, which is causing me the stress and anxiety, so I have already invited unauthorized mental occupants, and it is going to cause me lot of challenges and problems of stress. And so this is what is in modern psychology is also called cognitive understanding. Cognitive means I have to see the cause and effect. I have to see what I am doing, what is my level, and what is the cause and effect. Am I taking a toll on myself, or am doing it just for the sake of building my endurance and resilience? Building my endurance and resilience, then there is no unauthorized occupants. I enjoy building my endurance and resilience. But if I'm doing it out of the fear and anxiety, I have to drop it. I have to drop it. So emotions like anxiety, stress, guilt, even though they are temporary, but I'm inviting more and more. And they are unauthorized occupants that can be evicted, but just by changing contemplation and reflection. If I don't do the contemplation and reflection over any activity, it is going to take a toll on myself. So, what our masters are talking about, I evict, I remove the unauthorized occupant by cognitive understanding. What is that cognitive understanding? I have discussed in detail many a times the three steps: listening and learning these principles, contemplation and reflection, followed by the practice and experience, and then taking this practice during the day also. During the day also. Instead, you can teach her the silent method of practice. Okay, close your eye. You prepare a document and you start teaching while sitting at your home. That would be a better option. So we can help others by many ways. We have to find it so that now you are teaching and it will help you also. I never stop anyone that you convey this message to whomsoever you like to do it. So what is going to happen? So it will increase your level of discernment, and discerning mind will become very powerful. And if the discerning mind becomes very powerful, it can definitely help you in living into peace and happiness, joy and love. Joy and love. So that is, so again, understand how can you define the unauthorized occupants? In the morning, I was reflecting on anything that causes me anxiety, fear, duality, and a conflict. Why they are unauthorized? This is in relationship to the world outside. Maybe a situation, maybe a person, maybe anything. So it means if you look closely, they entered into my mind as an unauthorized, unwanted guest. Or do you think that anxiety comes from deeper within you? It means if it comes deeper within you, it means it is your nature. And if it is your nature, you cannot undo it. Peace is your nature, happiness is your nature, love is your nature. That is what the Master is emphasizing again and again. We get caught with these unauthorized occupants of the mind, anxiety, fear, duality, conflict. A guy yesterday took, it's a very interesting, he is also doing a private lesson. He is only 39, 38, 39. So he always likes to maintain his physical well-being, six-pack, handsome guy. He shows also his legs and his chest and his, so he always wears the half. Uh, I know it, but I don't say anything. Anyhow, so during the gym, he had a sore neck. He could not bear it. He could not tolerate it, so he took a pill. But he's thinking too much, overthinking. So after taking the pill, he started thinking of the side effects of that pill. He had 50 thoughts, and those 50 thoughts of side effects scared him. He stopped the car. He was on the side of the road. He called his dad. He had a panic attack, full of anxiety. He explained to me. I said, this is really good. I said, why didn't you think that this will take care of your sore neck? That is why you have taken the pill. Why you kept on repeating the same thoughts? They are the unauthorized occupants of your mind. And have you ever thought that you are 6 feet 4 inches, you have six pack, and you have a handsome body, and you are scared of it? You had a panic attack. The same guy told me, quite interesting, I find a lot of people interesting. Last week, 2 weeks before, he told me that I'm scared of getting married. I said, what happened? I'm a rich guy. Oh, so that is why you are scared of getting married? So I told him that, okay, find out how much you earned this year, and if you become more rich, transfer the extra money to me so that you will not be scared. What a crazy stuff you are thinking. These are the unauthorized occupants. You are rich, you have all the means available to you, you find the right partner, get married because you want to marry. I'm just talking of unauthorized occupants from the different students that I have. Second part is very important. These unauthorized occupants are temporary, incidental thoughts like anxiety, like panic attack, like guilt, like pride, like regret, like worries. They causes the emotional disturbances. They come from outside. They do not belong to you. And they live in the mind, they repeat in the mind due to unmet expectations. They cause the external trigger. They create a habitual thought pattern. That is the biggest problem. By cognitive understanding, by contemplation and reflection, I said, why didn't you think again and again that this pill is for your sore neck and ultimately it might have helped you? He said, yes, for an hour I did not feel the soreness in my neck, but I had these negative thoughts that it has the side effects. Then I told him, I said, my friend, you give me any pill, any vaccine, I will Google out and send you the 50 side effects of any medication in the modern medicine. But there is a 51st side effect. What is that? Every pharmaceutical company writes the 51st reason. The causes are still unknown. So you went to the unknown causes. You are a great medical scientist. And that is why you had the panic attack. So he started laughing. So this is what happens. Next session we are going to talk about our masters have categorized that there are 6 enemies, 6 categories of unauthorized mental occupants. They cause majority of the problems. So tell me, now you can unmute your volume. I muted it so that you can listen it patiently.
Okay. All right. Fine.
So
I still going back to that experience. I feel I have get rid of that the negative influence.
Good.
Yeah.
That is really good.
So I think I really have to take the middle of the day to concentrate on
you just mentally
listening.
Mentally and casually repeat. You just remember silent acronym. S means, I means, L means. You start thinking what is going to happen during the day. If there is any unwanted thought, you will remember, and that will help you to get rid of the anxiety. It will help you, because that is what the cognitive understanding is. Because your mind will remind you, oh no, this is just the thought. No, I'm not going to do it. Your mind can easily drop it. That is what we need to do it again and again and again. By repetition, we can create that impression, and we can remove the unauthorized occupants. And once you remove the unauthorized occupant, you are done.